Friday edition of News Geelong as we turn up the heat on Mitch Cleary with this week's sport, and he's in the vault this week. Troy, first things first, congratulations on making the VFL side of the year.
Yeah, thank you. It was a great honour. I guess my body's been able to hold up this year, been able to play most of the games, and look, football's gone past the stage where it's about me anymore. I'm really enjoying helping young kids, but to get a little bit of recognition along the way is always nice. So yeah, I was really happy with the result.
And talking about happy with results, what a great comeback against the Box Hill Hawks, and miraculous win.
Yeah, look, we really had to work hard for it. It was a fantastic day out there just to watch the young guys just grind away at it, and did a great job. Never really dropped their head at all. We were challenged early on in the game, and especially in the second quarter. But yeah, look, they just stuck at the task, and eventually we were able to run over the top.
You did say that the Casey Fields didn't present any problems for you, and you play that ground pretty well.
Yeah, look, we've been out there a couple of times this year now, and obviously had a couple of wins as well, but it's always a challenge with the wind out there. It seems to always blow across the grounds, and early on in the piece we had a lot of the ball but probably didn't use it as well. Maybe the conditions had a part to play in it, but we knew that we've been finishing games off really well, and that's what happened again on the weekend. I guess our running capacity and also our skills really held up in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, there are some big guns at Werribee, we know, and it starts in the ruck with Majak Dor and Pedersen up forward, and they've got a formidable lineup of Kangaroos players, if you like.
Yeah, they've got some fantastic Kangaroos players that are at the moment just out of the AFL team, but they've also got a long list of Werribee players who are very capable VFL players as well. Travis Tuck's just one, Ben Sharp. So they've got a number of guys that can do a bit of damage as well, which we're also very wary of. So we've highlighted a few areas of their game where they're the best in the competition at, and we're going to be looking to try and nullify that, as well as we feel as though we're best at the competition in other areas, which we really want to bring to the forefront of the game on Sunday.
Well, it's really a great opportunity for the youngsters to stand up now against a fully fledged VFL side in Werribee.
Yeah, it is. It's look, they're really relishing it. I'm loving seeing how excited they are and how they're standing up in big games. And look, we've talked about and had Joel, obviously our AFL captain, talk about it's great to be a part of finals atmosphere, but at the same time, it's just another game. We need to make sure that we don't try and overdo what we're doing at the moment, because it's really working, and that's what we'll be focusing on this week.
And just finally, Troy, next year, what do you see you'll play on, do you think?
Yeah, look, I love my role here at the Cats, and especially in the VFL program, so I'll definitely be playing in the VFL next year. So I guess for the moment, I'm just going to focus on this week, and then hopefully the week after that, but just purely this week, but then we'll hopefully go on again next year for 2013.
Speak to Bell Park co-coach Tim Sheringham, who has had a massive week, taking out the Matheson medal on Wednesday night with Daniel Lovick, and prepares for his preliminary final in the GFL tomorrow against Lovick's St Joseph's at Simmons Stadium. Must have been a massive thrill Wednesday night to get the award.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously a very big honour, which I said on the night. A bit disappointing Donnie couldn't be there, but yeah, it's a massive honour, massive surprise obviously, but yeah, pretty pleased. So.
It's been a massive few months for you, captain of the Interleague side that moved into the 1v2 game, and now this. How have you seen your this year of footy?
I've said to a couple of people, I didn't think my year of footy has been all that flash, probably not as good as sort of the past four, but it's funny how people see it, and being in leadership roles, people see you differently, and you might not have to do those flashy things that sort of grab the attention of most people, but so I guess my year's been solid, but nothing I thought was outstanding and really worthy of such an honour. So.
How have you seen the coaching affect your footy this year? Said on the night, it might have even given you a few votes that you shouldn't have got.
Yeah, I sort of thought that. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. I don't really speak to the umpires before the game. It's more our captain. So yeah, I don't know how the umpires see it, but yeah, coaching definitely. I think anyone would be stupid to say it doesn't affect you playing. So I've just been trying to adjust all year, and Ben's been trying to do the same, and I think we've both sort of definitely as a dual team have developed into a pretty good team. Yeah.
It's a bit ironic with Daniel being your Interleague vice captain. Now you play him on Saturday in a pretty big preliminary final. Must be looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be a good challenge this Saturday, but yeah, it's funny how you sort of you do the vice-captain thing in interleague, and then now this Matheson medal stuff, and then all of a sudden you're playing against each other to try and play off in a granny and get that thing that we both sort of want more than anything. So yeah, Daniel's had a super year and definitely a worthy recipient, like I said last night.
You played Joey's a few times this year. What have you taken out of those games for the preliminary final?
Yeah, fair bit. Joey's team makeup depends a fair bit on Streety. I don't know whether they think about that, but they're definitely a better side with him. We played them in round one with him, and they touched us up hard, and we probably went into the game a bit cocky, bit of a premiership hangover, come off a good best of the best in Melbourne series, or premiership, or whatever you want to call it. But then we've obviously beaten them later in the year, so hopefully that later in the year result is sort of what holds us in good stead for Saturday. Thanks,
Tim, and good luck for tomorrow. Now we speak to Torquay co-coaches Michael MacFarlane and Craig McCorn as they prepare to take on Queenscliff in tomorrow's BFL Grand Final at Drysdale.
Low-scoring first half. What did you do at half-time? You seem to open it up a bit after half-time.
I think it's one of those finals that it was always going to open up a little bit. It was hotly contested at the start. That first half was really a lot of bodies flying in everywhere, and I think we knew we were going to come and run over them. I had the confidence that we've done the pre-season, done the work, so we were pretty confident that we could open it up a little bit more and just use the footy a bit better.
Now, Michael, I thought your half-back line today, it really stood up and performed in all four quarters.
Oh, definitely. The back line in particular, I reckon, has been amazing throughout the finals and throughout the home and away. You know, we've got the full-back of the year in Hobbsy. He's been amazing, and not only that, but just the support. They work so well with each other as well, like third man up and continually running and carrying. They just work as a really, really close unit back there, so been amazing. That definitely sets us up.
Now, they wouldn't go away in that last quarter. They kept coming, but they couldn't bridge that probably 12 to 15-point margin. Were you a little bit relieved at the end of the day?
Oh, of course, yeah. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking because you know good teams like Mottawarri are going to come at you at certain points of the day, and we were reasonably confident, but you're never overly confident. You just hope our boys down back and through the middle do the job and get it to the forwards who can kick the goals in the end.
Now, Michael, last week I watched the game between Torquay and Queenscliff at Drysdale, and I felt that you should have beaten them. Yeah. And they will be very confident going into next Saturday's grand final after that. So, you got anything up your sleeve that you might be able to come up with, you guys?
I think just the genuine belief. Like, as you said, we lost the game last week. We came away with lots of positives to take out of it. Like, we genuinely thought that we probably, could have quite easily have won that game. It was quite heart-wrenching, but the belief is there, throughout the year they've probably got us on both occasions, and to actually be competitive and to almost win last weekend, just the confidence that will be instilled in the guys from that alone will probably be enough, I reckon, hopefully to take them down next weekend. Josh
Gray, he was exceptionally good. He took some very good marks.
Yeah, and he's the one that he polled really well in the league, best and fairest this week, just gone, and those are the reasons. He flies over and does the job week in, week out, and we're always on about defence first, and he's the number one defender down there, and he does it really well.
And who will you put on him next? Who do you think he'll go to next Saturday in the grand final?
That's probably.
You don't want to tell me that, do you?
Oh, probably the guy that he played on last week. That guy was a really, really good lead-up centre-half forward, and probably suits Josh down the ground, I reckon, him playing on him. So they had a really good battle last week, and I reckon they'll probably go at it again, I'd imagine, next weekend.
Hey guys, thanks very much. Looking forward to next Saturday now. It looks like being, as I said, you probably could have beaten them last week, so it looks like being a ripping grand final.
Perth, you only need to beat them once, mate.
On the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thanks, boys, and good luck tomorrow afternoon. And that's all from me in Sports Night from the News Geelong Vault.
Well, thanks for that, Mitch, and good luck with the grand final coming up next week at St Mary's with the Colts. And that's about our lot for this week. Ian Nicholls standing in for Graham Rawlins, who I know will be smelling the roses this weekend. And don't forget, sports fans, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, it's the GDFL Netball Show, followed at 8:30 by the Football Show. It's all happening here on Channel 31. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you next Wednesday night with news.